A little piece about one of the most unfortunate women in history. Unfortunate in the fact that she married Henry VIII. The Red Petticoat. You were no beauty, Anne Boleyn. Your skin too dark, not fair. Your eyes were brown, though almost black, and dark your dark brown hair. Not handsome, the ambassador from Venice would opine, but everyone agreed your slender neck was very fine. Your sister Mary wooed the king and took him to her bed. She'd thought that she could win. He stayed with Catherine instead. For Harry never dignified the whores he conquered when the skirts he couldn't raise were far more queenly then to him. Your eyes they sparkled, led him on, your lips they told him no. I would not have my liege, my prince, think badly of me so. For 7 years you pouted, swore undying love could wait, until he gained the great divorce, re-sought the wedded state. Oh, Anne Boleyn, the only sin you sought was to be free, to choose the man you would adore, not bound by some decree. But Percy was then barred from court, as Wolsey warned him off, and Wyatt's gentle poetry was merely courtly love. To be demure and gentle, acquiesce in Henry's plans, was not the way of Anne Boleyn. You used your pressing charms. You could be stubborn, quarrelsome, as all in court could hear. Chapuis called you a she-devil, a woman men should fear. And so it was with Thomas More. You helped him disappear by whispering words of hatred in King Henry's willing ear. Your tongue brought Cardinal Wolsey down. It ended Fisher's life. You built your store of karma as our good King Henry's wife. You had a bright red petticoat worn underneath your smock. You'd laugh and flirt outrageously, excessively de trop. But you could not provide the heir to bolster Henry's worth. The firstborn was a pretty girl. The next 2 died at birth. Mark Smeaton played a pretty song, and to your chamber came, with young Sir Henry Norris and your brother George Boleyn. Sir Francis Weston, Brereton, would come to dance and sue their courtly love, but soon it turned more sinister for you. Jane Seymour fixed her eye on him, your oh-so-loving lord, and he began to wonder why he'd blessed you with his word. He asked of Thomas Cromwell that he snoop and spy and bring such evidence that he might break your marriage bond to him. Treason, for adultery and incest with Boleyn. You wept and claimed your innocence, but none were listening. The men were taken to the Tower, and then to Tower Hill. The axeman swung his greedy blade and watched the 5 heads spill. But not the axe for you, my queen. Your long and slender neck was much too fine to butcher, to receive such scant respect. They brought a swordsman from Calais, a Frenchman for the queen. A master of his craft, he'd make one slice, both swift and clean. And so you tied your dark brown hair up high to bare your neck. You donned your bright red petticoat. No blood would show on that. You gave your speech at Tower Green, then knelt in whispered prayer. The swordsman stood well back. His sword was hidden in the straw. With one swift, powerful stroke, the blade made sure that you were dead. Your lips still moved in muttered prayer, your eyes rolled in your head. King Henry heard the news while he rode gaily hunting deer, and thought once of your petticoat, then rode to Jane Seymour